the restaurant, it went from 24/7 to 2 shifts to 1 shift to a self-service buffet. Last November we were 24/7. February we went down to the 2 shifts, and then a couple months later we went down to the 1 shift, and then as of today we're down to the buffet shift, self-service buffet, no more service. As of yesterday, the servers were all laid off. Because of our union contract, I do have priority hiring at my hotel. So I'm hopeful to have a job, hopefully by the end of the week because of that. But it's going to be a less paying job, so I'm going to have to see where I can cut some stuff. So it's scary.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story hits different. We're not talking about politics or headlines. We're talking about real people losing real jobs. This restaurant went from being open 24/7 to now a self-serve buffet. That's not just downsizing. That's watching a place slowly fade away, shift by shift. You can hear it in his voice, the exhaustion, the heartbreak. One day you're serving tables, the next day you're serving yourself because there's no one left to hire, no one left to pay. And what really hits me is how he still tries to stay hopeful, even knowing his next job will pay less. That's not just scary, that's the new normal for way too many people right now. So here's what I'd love to know. Have you ever lost a job or seen a place you loved slowly disappear like this? And when it happened, how did you bounce back?
If you work in corporate, I hate to break it to you, but they don't care about you. I was laid off 2 days after I was given a $10,000 raise. And also I was working on this big project that we were soon to be launching. And also I was close with my boss. He told me, your job is safe. Nothing's going to happen to you. And it did. No matter what they tell you, no matter the amount of money they give you, they can let you go at any time. And it is a terrible thing that they can do that. I could never do that to somebody. Don't get me started on the friendships at work. Your friendships, people that I thought I was so close with, people that I've traveled with, people that I thought were some of my best friends, haven't even called to reach out, nothing. So don't put your blood, sweat, and tears into a company, into people that just aren't going to care. They don't care.
Am I ahead of my annual sales goal? Am I ahead of my annual sales goal?
Technically, yes.
Not technically, I am. I am.
Elijah, you haven't made a sale in over 2 weeks now.
Who cares?
Corporate cares. They also care about the fact that you're posting these videos on TikTok.
Because you guys are screwing me over. I'll keep posting these videos.
Elijah,
You guys are screwing me over.
I'm just communicating with you what they have decided.
So you're actually firing me. I'm ahead of my annual sales goal and you're firing me.
We are moving in a different
Because
direction.
I didn't make a sale in 2 weeks. And I'm ahead of my sales goal.
We are moving in a different direction.
Screw you.
The guy literally hit his sales goal. He's ahead of it. And they're still firing him because he didn't make a sale in 2 weeks? That's not performance management, that's corporate gaslighting. You can hear the disbelief in his voice. He's not failing. He's just not producing fast enough for a company that treats people like machines. That's what happens when numbers matter more than people. They don't care about loyalty, results, or effort. They care about optics and control. And the part that really says it all? They told him to stop posting videos, not because he's wrong, but because they're terrified of how it looks online. That's not accountability. That's censorship, dressed up as professionalism. So here's what I want to know. Have you ever worked somewhere that cared more about the numbers than the people keeping it running? And if you have, what was your breaking point?
She got fired. I'm recording this like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, however long it took me to get home after it happened. Don't know when it'll hit home, and I'm sure I'll make peace with it. And in the long run, I'll probably be grateful for it. But right now, it sucks, bro. To do a job, to be in a career field for, I don't know, 10 plus years, however long it's been, and at the same place for 8 years. Oh, by the way, next week is my 8-year anniversary. So, yeah, longest I've ever worked anywhere. Maybe it was too long, I don't know. I guess I thought I was just a little bit more valuable than that. I guess I thought I could disagree. I guess I thought we were all humans. And I guess I thought we could all have an opinion. And much like a lot of things in this world, just because your opinion differs from the feelings of others, you're the worst person ever. Or they hate you for it. Or they fire you for it. Got so many thoughts. It sucks right now. It hurts.
You can hear it in her voice. 8 years at the same company, showing up every day, doing everything right, and they still let her go like it meant nothing. No warning, no thank you, just a cold goodbye. What really hits hard is what she said. She thought she was more valuable than that, and she was. The problem isn't her, it's the system. Companies preach loyalty and family culture until you say something they don't like, and suddenly you're disposable. 8 years of her life gone right before her work anniversary. That's not coincidence, that's calculation. She gave everything and still walks away trying to stay hopeful. But this is what modern job insecurity really looks like. Loyal people getting punished for being human. So I want to hear from you. Have you ever given your all to a job, only to realize it was never going to give that loyalty back? And if you did, how did you handle it?
Yesterday, I got pulled into an office and my boss let me know that my position is going to be eliminated and no longer needed at the end of the month. I've had almost a whole day to kind of process it, and I didn't cry. I got teary-eyed, but I haven't cried. Thankfully, I have no mortgage, no kids, no car payment, no student loans, and I have a really nice savings that financially I'm gonna be fine. But it's still a shitty feeling that you're being laid off. Even with all the uncertainty and chaos around the world, I still decided to do something nice for myself, and I still spent $9 to get a little silly matcha latte.
I just got fired from my job at a keyboard factory. They said I weren't putting enough shifts in.
So if you guys remember, I started work. I got fired the first week, right? I was a bit scared to say it. It was an hour away, and I had a mate that would take me, but he was ill for 2 days. And I literally waking up at the time, he normally picks me up, and he was ill. Well, it's obviously not his fault, not my fault. And they texted me saying, "You're fired, you're done." So literally, I did 1 week of work, missed one day, one singular day, fired. Just like that, boom. Still got paid for it, obviously, and stuff like that. It's not the point. I liked doing it. I liked the steps I was getting, and it was 12 hours a day, but it wasn't that hard, you get me? Like, it wasn't like, oh, I need to fucking quit, I need to do this. It was very physically demanding. But to think I got fired in the first week is just embarrassing. I didn't want to tell you guys, didn't it? A lot of you guys are going to hate in the comments, but it's one of them things. I need to get my own car, not rely on people for like transport and stuff. But an hour away, man, and there was no way for me to get a train there on time at all. I would have been like 2 hours late, and they don't allow people to be late, I don't think. So, but it is what it is. It's clearly not meant to be, and I will find a better job, 1,000,000%. I've already got one lined up, so that'll be in the works.
Man, one missed day and they fire him after just a week? That's wild. He's not lazy, he's not careless. His ride got sick, something completely out of his control. And instead of showing a bit of humanity, they just text him, "You're done." No warning, no conversation, just a message and goodbye. That's how replaceable people have become. What makes it even worse is that he actually liked the job. 12-hour shifts, tough physical work, and he still showed up ready to give his best. That's the kind of worker you keep, not toss aside over one missed day. But that's the new reality. No grace, no second chances, just instant judgment. So here's what I want to know. Have you ever lost a job over something that wasn't even your fault? And when it happened, did you fight back or did you just move on?
First major layoff in a company's history. Paycom is doing a mass layoff of more than 500 employees this week. This is in Oklahoma City, so this is a little bit of an FAFO in Oklahoma City. They also have operations in Grapevine, Texas, which is also a red state. A lot would argue that it's gerrymandered. I announced another GM laying off 900 employees in the red state of Kansas today. It is layoff critical mass. Please go to the website warntracker.com to keep an eye on your company. Please get your finances in order. Also, the federal government is the largest employer in the United States, and we just flip a switch that nobody is getting paid. That will be catastrophic to our economy, to businesses, small and large. A recession is coming, maybe worse. Hi, my name is Christina. I have a master's degree in business. Check out some of my other videos that get more into detail into the economy, and hit that follow button. Please call your elected representative.
I just got my first interview request since my layoff. Wow. Wow. I did not think it would happen this soon. And obviously there could be a long, long, long road ahead. But how exciting is this? I was laid off in March, but I took the summer off and decided to micro retire. And I just enjoyed the heck out of my summer. And the day after Labor Day, I said, okay, I'm back looking for jobs. So it's been about exactly a month, and I've been applying for jobs every day. And today is the first time that I got not a rejection, but an interview request. So I'm excited. We will see what happens. But wow, 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 wow. Now, like, I thought I'd have more time. I mean, I need to get back to work for probably like my mental well-being and also, you know, money. But it's just been kind of nice not working. But also I have been getting bored lately, so wish me luck.
Finally, a win. And you can hear it in her voice. After months of layoffs, rejection emails, and silent job portals, that first interview request just hits different. What makes this moment so real is her honesty. She took the summer off, called it a micro-retirement, and actually allowed herself to breathe, to live. That's something we rarely see people admit out loud. Sometimes you have to step away from the chaos just to find the strength to jump back in. Now she's applying every day, staying focused, and finally hearing a yes. But it also shows how the job hunt messes with your mind. One day you love the freedom, the next day you miss the routine. It's that strange tug of war between peace and purpose that so many people face after being laid off.
Yo, I just woke up. Y'all got me fired from my job, but I start tomorrow at my new job. Oh, look. Oh, this is my job calling me right now. Hold on. Yes, hello?
Hello, yes. Can I speak to John?
Yes, I'm right here.
Hi, John. I'm Christina. I'm calling. We met yesterday. Unfortunately, we did tell you a start date for tomorrow, but we are getting a lot of calls. I don't know what's going on. So you cannot start tomorrow. We need you to have to call corporate and see when you can figure out a start date.
You serious?
Yeah, I do apologize about that, but we are getting a lot of threats and a lot of calls to our facility.
Oh my God!
I was let go last night from my job of 10 years. Let go is a loose term. I was sort of forced out. They were reducing our pay to nothing, switching to a commission-only structure, and increasing the amount of hours that we were required to work, even though it's a 1099 role. Anyway, more meetings, more constrictions, all that stuff. So whatever, I did not sign up for that. I chose to leave. So now I'm just out here walking at 6 a.m. And I gotta be honest, the first thought I had was relief. I've been at that job for way too long. And I'm just happy that I'm not there. And I think the first thing that crossed my mind was, what opportunity is this going to bring into my life? Right? Something's going out, something is going to replace it. I'm going to approach it with a very positive mindset, right? I'm not going to think anything negative about the situation. I'm not going to cloud it with worry. I'm not going to cloud it with anxiousness, with stress, with any of that. Life is good today. Life will be good tomorrow. I'm fine for today. My family is fine for today. My family is fine for now. I'm not going to let any outside factors affect what is going to be coming into my life, and see what the law of attraction has for me this time. So hopefully I can come back on here with some actual good news of good positive things.
10 years at the same job, and they try to push him out by cutting pay to zero and calling it commission-based? That's not restructuring, that's slow-motion termination. What I really respect, though, is his mindset. Most people would snap, get bitter, or give up entirely. Instead, he's walking at 6 a.m., breathing, saying life is good today. He's choosing peace over panic. And that's powerful. But let's be honest. This is the kind of thing that breaks people. Companies hide behind fancy words like independent contractor or commission model, but it's all the same trick: pay less, demand more, and disguise exploitation as opportunity. And that's where we'll leave it for today. If stories like this hit close to home, you're not alone. A lot of people are going through the same thing right now. There's another video on screen that digs even deeper into what's really happening behind the scenes. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, everyone.